What's up, guys? I'm back. It's about 11:33 right now, p.m. Probably the only best time I could record, because if it's any earlier or like anytime during the day, you're probably gonna hear kid sounds in the background or people in the background, because I do still live at home. So I was sitting here for like 10-15 minutes just trying to think about what I want to talk about today. I am behind on the weekly documenting series I'm doing, so this is the second week, and I just want to get caught up with this so that way I'm not behind on these, and you guys are keeping yourself updated with my progress so far. So week 2, not too bad at all. Everything went according to plan. I mean, my weight dropped another pound or so, or 2 pounds. It did fluctuate a little bit. That's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're dieting. Your weight is gonna fluctuate here and there. Main thing you want to do is not change anything drastically. Keep everything the same for the week, and then make changes at the end of the week. But that's not the topic I want to talk about today. The topic I do want to talk about is different types of diets. I think that's a major concern that I have with just how everyone perceives dieting and what diet you should be on in order to achieve certain results. I think a lot of people tend to get this confused, and they feel like they have to be on a certain type of diet in order to gain muscle. You have to be on a certain type of diet to lose fat. You have to be on a certain type of diet to achieve your goals. So I'll be talking about that. But before that, like I said, every week I'll be doing some posing. I just like to do these intros just so you're not just seeing me pose right away. So once again, this is your disclaimer that I will be posing right about now. So if you want to skip this, just do like 2 minutes after this or a minute after this. Once I'm done with my posing, I'll be talking about this topic. Alright, so see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so here's the second week of my posing. Not too much in terms of change in my body composition. I don't expect too much changes in the first probably 3 weeks or so. Probably within the 4th or 6th week period is when I think I'll see a lot of these more predominant change, I would say. But I do feel a lot less bloated in terms of my stomach area, because before that first week, I was just, every time I woke up in the morning, that stomach area was just felt bloated. Probably didn't look bloated, but it felt bloated. And then once I reduced those carbs, I definitely feel less bloated and feel like I'm holding a lot less water in that area, because I felt like I was holding like a sack of water in my stomach before. But still working on these poses, still trying to perfect them and be better at them. Side poses are still a struggle for me. I think I need to work on that a lot. Posing is definitely not easy. I think it's the most challenging part of the competition. Well, that is the competition, right? You gotta know how to pose, but it is the most challenging part, being able to hold those positions and just tense up all your muscles and not just the one that you're supposed to be doing. Like, for example, right here, the lat spreads, you're supposed to be engaging your lower body as well. So I really got to focus on just engaging all my muscles here. Of course, as I get leaner, it'll show more of my muscles. Right now, it's just especially since I'm pale, it doesn't show too much of definitions in my muscles. So got to work on that. I'm pretty happy with progress so far. This is week 2. Need to put in a little more work in terms of just practicing these poses more frequently, I would say. And yeah, that's it. That's week 2. Messed up some of these poses here. I forgot to do the side triceps, so I did that at the end. Okay, so let's talk about diets. What diet works, what diet doesn't work. And to be honest, my answer to that is all diets work. It doesn't have to be one diet you need in order to lose weight and another diet in order to gain weight. There's so many different diets. If I were to go on keto right now, I could still do my bodybuilding show. If I were to go vegetarian, I could still do my bodybuilding show. If I go paleo, low carb, fasting, any type of those diets, I could probably still do my bodybuilding show. Would it be a little more difficult? Maybe, just because it doesn't fit my lifestyle, right? So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. Does it fit your lifestyle when it comes to choosing the right diet for yourself? So if you're trying to lose weight, which is for a lot of people, right, who's trying to lose weight, they tend to pick diets that don't fit their lifestyle at all. So you're picking like diets like keto, when you actually enjoy eating your carbs, you actually enjoy eating your sweets, you enjoy eating your ice cream here and there. Maybe you enjoy eating pasta or rice, and you all of a sudden you want to switch to keto because you think that it's gonna magically help you lose weight. And it might in the beginning, because you're actually taking out an entire macronutrient, right? Your carbs, fat, protein, you're taking out pretty much all your carbs, and overall it's gonna reduce your calories and it's gonna help you lose weight. So it might help you in the short term, but in the long term, right? We always want to think long term. Anyone can lose the weight, but can we keep it off? So that's the most important thing. Like stuff like keto, people hop on that. People hop on intermittent fasting, thinking it's magical. Now, I do think these techniques and these diets have their place in time, and I feel like you can implement them in certain people's lifestyle and actually help them lose weight. Like, for example, I have my client who's not tracking, but she wants to, lose weight, and I told her to try out fasting just to help her reduce some of her calories, right? Implementing these strategies can actually help enhance your weight loss, right? But make sure it fits your lifestyle and it fits your needs, and also something that you could do for a long period of time, right? We don't want to just do this for 30 days and then lose the weight and then go back. Like, let's say you do keto for 30 days and then what do you do after that? Like, you want to pick something that actually fits your needs and pick something that works for you, right? So like I said, if you're doing keto for 30 days and then expect to just go back to what you're doing before, you're just gonna gain back the weight. You're just gonna gain back the weight you had before, and you might even end up binging because you took out all the carbohydrates and we're not eating any sweets at all, and all of a sudden you have this opportunity, right? You have this opportunity to eat sweets, and all of a sudden you're indulging. You're saying like, wow, I lost all my weight, it's time to reward myself, and it's time to actually go in there, reward myself after I restricted myself for X amount of days. So that's probably the most dangerous part, I guess, or devastating part when it comes to choosing a diet that restricts you to a point where once you're done with the diet, you go and start binging. So that's dangerous I see when it comes to picking a diet that doesn't fit your lifestyle and that restricts you and that puts you in the state where you're constantly thinking about, the day you finish this 90-day plan, right? The day you finish this 30-day plan, or the day you finish this diet. And it's once you get to the state where you lose your weight, you then all of a sudden think you could have all the food in the world and it's not gonna change your body. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind, right? You don't want to just indulge right after you finish a diet, and the diet shouldn't put you in a state where you should be indulging at all. Like it shouldn't be, I finished this diet, now I indulge. If a good diet is right for you, what you should do is you should see a slow progress in terms of fat loss, because the slower the progress for fat loss, the more sustainable it's gonna be for you, right? The quicker you lose it, most likely it's gonna be easier for it to come back. This is for most scenarios. Of course, you do have some cases where people who are very strict on their diet and they could finish the 30 days or finish the 60 days and then maintain that weight loss. But for a lot of people, for probably I would say about 80 to 90% of those people, if you ever put yourself on a really strict diet and something you don't enjoy doing, you can end up failing. You might you end up probably losing the weight, but you end up failing in the long run, because you're gonna go back to doing what you're doing, and if anything, you're gonna end up gaining more weight than you lost, right? So that's one thing you want to keep in mind when choosing diets. Of course, there isn't a best diet out there, right? So make sure you see that it fits your needs and it's helping you achieve your goals, right? I think every single diet is gonna help you lose weight, as long as you have your principles of calories and making sure that's checked, and also protein. So those two main things. I'll probably do a video, a more in-depth video in terms of like the hierarchy of nutrition and what you should be focusing on. Plan on getting a whiteboard, so probably do some of that. I'll draw out like some pictures, even though I suck at drawing. So I'll plan on doing that in the future. That way I could be a little more in depth, and I can show some visuals. I could write things out for you guys, and that way you can understand what I'm trying to say better. But with that being said, that's one thing you want to keep in mind. Just make sure when you choose a diet, make sure it fits your lifestyle. For a lot of people, they tend to just go for quick fixes, and that's not gonna be your solution. Trust me, it's not gonna be your solution. I've seen it done before. I've never been through it personally, but I've seen it done before, and I've seen the aftermath of it, when people just end up quitting and indulging, or indulging right after they finish their diet. Because you don't want to be in that roller coaster, right? It sucks being in that roller coaster, right? It feels good when you're at the bottom, but then it sucks when you're at the top, because then it's a scary drop. But once the drop is done, you feel good, and then it goes back up again. So let's get yourself out of that roller coaster, and really just get you on a diet that's gonna help you in the long run. That's gonna help you lose the weight and keep it off, right? Lose the fat, keep it off. We don't want to gain it back. I hope that helps. And that was week 2. We got 23 weeks left. Let's take it 1 week at a time. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you'd like to see some other content in terms of me discussing about a certain topic, or maybe just seeing what I eat, I do post a lot of the food I eat on Instagram and my Insta story. But if you want to see like a full video of the food I eat, to be honest, it's very simple. But if you'd like to see that, comment down in the comment section below, and subscribe for future videos, because I will be putting out more of these like instructional and tutorial videos as well. And like I said, once I get that whiteboard, I'm gonna start doing more discussion topics, doing longer video formats, and that way I could just be a little more helpful in terms of maybe educating you guys who are watching, and also bring as much value as I can to you guys. Alright, thank you again. Appreciate the support, and subscribe down below for more content in the future.